Hi everybody. I would like to discuss how misleading could be engines evaluations, especially when we're watching some strong GM tournaments. Usually there's engines evaluation running through on Chess24 or other websites with an evaluation. So I want to give you a better understanding why and when that evaluation could be misleading. So for this purpose I'm going to use the two remote engines. So I'm paying some ducats on Play Chess to purchase them. So I'm going to use the Stockfish 10 and Komodo 12. Example number one, starting position, right? So the general consensus is that white is struggling to get any advantage whatsoever, right? So there's no, like, half a pawn advantage is unspeakable, I would say, in the main lines, main openings. Like white usually settles for 0.1 or 2 something, assuming there's some idea there. Usually it's zeros all over the place. So this is evaluation of Stockfish, 0.6 in the starting position. Well, Komodo is more objective. It's equality, 0.2, I agree, but once we start moving, the evaluation should decrease. But what surprised me is Berlin is now considered like the best one there is. Knight f3, knight c6. So Stockfish likes bishop b5 plus minus. This is ridiculous. 0.8 at depth 22. What does it mean? It doesn't mean it's 0.7 after bishop b5, right? It's classical Ruy Lopez. There's any advantage. If there's any advantage, I'll be happy to see it. There's Berlin, there's Marshall, there's other lines. So no. But it gave 0.7 at depth 22. Usually that's the depth, for example, on Chess24 that you can see. So that could be misleading. It doesn't necessarily mean it is an advantage. It's some sort of bug in Stockfish. So bishop b5 and knight f6, and now the evaluation jumps again. 0.7 again, castle, knight takes e4. Just follow. The Komodo's evaluation is more objective in my opinion. Well, but Stockfish is free and it's everywhere, so everybody's using Stockfish. Komodo is more like to prove my point kind of situation. Rook e1 plus minus 0.7. Okay, problem solved. Berlin is a bad opening, right? No, of course not. Rook e1, so I just went to the main line of Berlin according to Stockfish. Okay, now it gives equality. Okay, it was just 0.7 and now it's 0.33. Another reason why I'm not a big fan of this newest version of Stockfish. It keeps changing the evaluation. It was 0.7. I made the best move according to Stockfish, and now it's 0.2. Where's the half a pawn? Who stole it? I don't know. Komodo is fine, 0.2 or 0.3 as from the beginning. Knight d6, knight e5, bishop e7, bishop f1, best move, knight e5, rook e5, castle. And now again 0.6. Now again it is showing it's ridiculous 0.6. d4 and it says b6. Nobody plays like that. It's bishop f6, rook e1, again 0.6. So I'm just doing the main line of this one, rook e8. And now it's 0.5. I do not see that one. Komodo's giving 0.3. I can relate to that, but 0.6 is ridiculous. c3. Okay, now previously when I checked it, it's okay. Now c3 is the best line, so I'm going to do that. Takes, and knight goes to e8 with idea d5, and it says 0.5. There's no 0.5. Bishop f4, d5, and the position is about equal. So I did all the best moves according to engine. Okay, it says knight d2 is the best, yeah? Bishop, okay, I'll give it a second. Bishop d3 would go higher. Komodo prefers bishop d3. This is the main one to stop bishop f5, but black will prepare it anyway with g6 and knight g7. So Komodo already gives equality. 0.2, well, black would do a few accurate moves and that would be a draw. This is a well-known theoretical position. So it says knight d2, but I go bishop f5, queen e3, and go c6, and there's no advantage here. Rook e1, knight d6. The position remains equal. Bishop d3 is the main line, and now g6, and it again gives too high evaluation in my opinion. But it already settles with Komodo. Still not equality, knight d2, knight g7. Still you have to convince Stockfish 10 that. So basically what I'm saying, Stockfish 10 is way too optimistic when the position is good. So that is my observation. I am still using it. I'm just very concerned when it, so I try to not look at its evaluation unless it's like decisive or something. If it gives plus 0.7, I want to see another opinion. I want to see what Komodo or Houdini has to suggest. Well, you have to pay for that. So, or Stockfish 8 version is better. It doesn't change the evaluation drastically, and it's not that optimistic of the starting position. Finally, Stockfish realized that this is equal. Finally, when we did 15 moves, it agrees that this is equal. So Stockfish 10 evaluation is misleading in many positions, too optimistic. And second, it is just jumping up and down. So you can do the best move according to Stockfish and suddenly half a pawn is lost somewhere. So beware of these things regarding the especially Stockfish. Komodo is not that way. Stockfish is better at calculating things. Komodo is better at maneuvering, in my opinion. So another example that I want to show you is the following one, but for the same topic. For the sake of argument, I removed some pieces. I removed queen for black and 3 pieces for white. Hopefully you were taught when you were a child that 3 pieces are better than the queen. That is true, despite what Stockfish 10 is saying. It prefers white. I would say black is significantly better, if not winning. There was a match between Stockfish and Komodo, and there was one game where Komodo won, and when with colors reversed, Komodo made a draw. And the thing is, there was a queen versus 3 pieces. So when and Komodo knew that 3 pieces is better than the queen. So when it had a queen, it offered a repetition, and Stockfish agreed for it because it thought that queen is better. So the draw was ended, but the draw was the result. But when they changed colors, Komodo had 3 pieces. It rejected the repetition and beat the Stockfish. So the evaluation that you see to the left, minus 0.4, is an objective one. 0.1 is the wrong one. There's a half pawn difference in the evaluation of this position. I was doing on purpose the best move according to Stockfish 10. It's d4 was the best move. And I'm gonna play d5, and it gives zeros. It's wrong. Black is better. It would prefer knight c3. There you go. Knight c3, knight f6. Now it considers queen d2 and queen d3. So I checked queen d3 first. Then I'm just using the best move by Komodo, e6. Although bishop d7 is also pretty good, and Stockfish already started preferring black in this position. But e6, to illustrate how good black's position is, minus 0.6 already. Queen g3, Komodo says, okay, Stockfish realized that black is better already. You know, I did the best move according to Stockfish. So if you do this, okay, it's already preferring black. Good boy or girl or it. And if queen d2, black just goes e6. If white goes f3, you can see that the evaluation is dropping for Stockfish. But Komodo said it in the first place that black is better. Black is better. Black has no weaknesses, and 3 minor pieces are better than the queen, period. Unless the king is weak or unless there are too many weak pawns, which is not the case. So this is how misleading Stockfish's 10 evaluation could be with regard to the queen versus basically unbalanced material on the board. I trust Komodo much more. But unfortunately, it's not free to use, so it's only Stockfish 10 that is free. So at least you should be aware of the problem that exists. So once we come back, at least Stockfish gives zeros. The Komodo is right, minus half a pawn for black now. And the evaluation would increase if you start moving, because the pieces hasn't been developed yet. And the queen doesn't have any perspective. 0.3, ridiculous by Stockfish. So these are my concerns with regard to the evaluations of specifically Stockfish 10, which is probably the best engine there is, but it has so many things to improve on, including the evaluation and the assessment of the queen. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. I'll see you shortly. Bye bye.